terms of the objective of financial reporting, the conceptual framework states that the objective of financial reporting is to provide financial information about the reporting entity that is useful to existing and potential investors, lenders, and other creditors in making decisions about providing resources to the entity. The framework goes on to explain that those decisions involve buying, selling, or holding equity or debt instruments, providing or settling loans or other forms of credit. Again, we could have many objectives for financial reporting. It's just what we collectively agree to. This is the objective that is in the framework that has been agreed to through due process, and therefore this is the objective that the board seeks to achieve when it sets financial reporting standards. The objective chapter of the conceptual framework goes on and talks about users of financial statements. The broad group of users that is listed in the objective that I just showed you is existing and potential investors, lenders, and other creditors. The chapter goes on to explain that a subset of those users are identified as really the primary users of financial statements. And those are the groups of investors, lenders, and other creditors who provide resources to the entity but are not in a position to demand the information that they need to make their decisions. And if you think about it, this makes perfect sense, because if they could demand the information they need, they don't need standard setters to determine what information they receive. They can get whatever information that they want to have from the entity. As a result, financial reporting in IFRS is aimed at those resource providers who cannot get the information they need and must rely on financial reports for much of their information. The other thing that the chapter talks about is that the board will focus on the common information needs of this group, investors, lenders, and other creditors. And by meeting the common information needs of this group, the hope is that they will meet many of the information needs of the vast array of users of financial reports. That is, identifying the users and the primary users in the objective chapter is not meant to exclude other users of financial reports. We were happy to have as many people, many types of users as can be, use financial reports. That's not the issue. The issue is, how do we think about to whom financial reports are directed so that we can craft financial reporting standards to meet their needs. And the boards believe that if you meet the needs of investors, lenders, and other resource providers in their capacity as capital providers, you will meet the needs of many other users. The chapter also goes on to talk about how the main information need of the users they have in mind have to do with buying, selling, or holding their investment, whether it be it equity or debt, and whether management has made efficient and effective use of the resources provided to it. Some people refer to this second bullet as the stewardship, meeting the stewardship objective, and that's the way this is explained in the chapter, that what stewardship means to the board is that management has made efficient and effective use of the resources entrusted to it, and that is something that all investors, lenders, and other creditors want to know about before they buy, sell, or hold their investment.